Good morning, guys. It is Monday, October 21st. Wow, we're about 10 days away from my favorite holiday in the whole wide world, Halloween. 10 more days to Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. All right, I'll stop it. If you guys notice, well, you may or may not have noticed, the freaks are coming out. I have now talked to 4 different people who have seen ghosts and apparitions. Now, they've come through in different ways. One was kind of like doing, throwing the monkey wrench and make just one spirit was letting these people know that she was there. Okay. The other 2, I can't even remember. I talked to several people over the last couple of days, but over the weekend, I did talk to a friend, and there seems to be originally what she thought there was something that had possession. It was a traveling ghost. Okay, so after a few minutes of talking and taking a look at the outer planet transits that we have going on, we figured out that it was apparitions. There was something she was hanging on to. She was hanging on to the ghost, and there's something that was triggered that allowed them to appear in the physical realm because she stopped dreaming. When she stopped dreaming, that information, the ideas and the thoughts that you come up with, that's energy. So when you're thinking or you're dreaming, it's creating, you're creating thoughts. So it's like storing energy. So if you stop dreaming, that energy has to go somewhere. And there's 2 different transits. I can't remember exactly where they were. One having to do, I think, with Mercury in Scorpio, and the other one with Black Moon Lilith trining Neptune, where the black spots are surrounding you, like the walls falling down around you. And then a special transit that allows your alter ego to come out, a hidden aspect of your personality. So, excuse me. For some of you guys, you may have acted weird. For others, this came out as ghosts, physical manifestations of past fears, guilt, and trauma that you have to deal with. Okay, so I want to tell you guys right off, if you are dealing with a ghost and you have no idea, and it seems that this ghost is following you, like usually ghosts are contained, the energy is contained in a particular area. So if this ghost is traveling over water, or you're seeing it jump into other people, or you're recognizing that energy in other people and it seems to be moving around, it's you. You're carrying that ghost. Okay, and we figured out that this person had touched some items in regards to a relative that had passed away. So it was this relative, the guilt and the fear attached to this relative, and some trauma that happened in the childhood that needs to be released. I have not talked to her yet, but it was kind of creepy, like, oh my gosh, it's coming up in the physical to be taken care of. And a lot of you guys are finding some things coming up again. Ghosts reappearing, exes. Last week I was getting your ex-girlfriend is crazy. So there may have been incidences of exes. What do we have? Venus and Scorpio, I believe it was sextiling and trining the North Node and the South Node. So that was, blast from the past, finding its way back into the future. So some of you guys could be coming across photographs, letters, and songs maybe making you feel a little, you may be reminiscing. Okay, and for others, you are manifesting what you really want, but it isn't real. So you need to figure out what trauma and what pain is attached to the real life incident, and you have to release and let that go. No worries, guys. We've got the new moon in Scorpio coming up on October 27th. Now, that's going to be a purging moon. Scorpio is the house of death, okay? So any kind of pain and trauma that you've been dealing with or that you've forgotten about that's now coming back up right again, this is for you to end it, to put it to rest, to lay it to rest, to lay those people who have moved on or passed on to rest finally. Okay, so that the memory of them doesn't haunt you or the pain doesn't interfere with your present. Okay, so numbers today, guys, we've got 21 and 16. So 16 is the Tower in the tarot deck, so it's like suddenly, okay? And then 21 is an authentic expression. It's unlimited possibilities, so it's like 777 and 33. Okay, so speak your truth. You might just hit the jackpot today, and with the moon in Leo, taking charge, showing you're a leader or taking the lead for inspiring people to do their best. Okay, it's a time to confront problems head on. You're a natural leader, an excellent host. Be wary. Try not to put expectations on people, because if they don't live up to it, you could be ouch. Wounding of the ego, wounding your pride in your ego, okay? And with the moon in Leo, you like people to admire you, okay? So there's lots of flirting. People could be giving you all kinds of offers today. And then we have, oh, we love this one. Venus and Scorpio trining Neptune and Pisces at 7 degrees. Wow, heaven or hell. That's a, I was going to say that's a serving of, and I heard heaping. So a heaping serving of creativity. Okay, so today would be a great day to make something, to create something. There's good energy points. And you could be interested in mysticism. So if any of you guys are, you know, learning tarot cards or learning astrology or whatever healing arts it is that you do or you've been working on, you'll be delving into that today. But the thing is, make sure you have your goals clear, or write down your goals, because at this time you're going to be needing some firm direction. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? What do I do from here? Okay. So the sun is still in Libra for another couple of days, and then it moves into Scorpio. So Venus trining Neptune, I just heard beautiful music. It's beautiful music to me, okay, because Venus, she's all about money, love, values, yeah, and what you value. And trining Neptune, when it makes a positive aspect to Neptune, it like double, triples the energy. So, you know, triple love, triple creativity. You got to do something. You got a lot of energy. You've got to express it somehow. So, I mean, let's see, with Libra, I think it was Feng Shui. People were rearranging their houses to induce energetic flow or to make it work better for them or just to get a change. I wanted to say spring cleaning. So basically like spring cleaning, but fall cleaning. Yeah, getting ready for Christmas and the holidays, cleaning up the house for family, scrubbing stuff down, those dark corners, you know, sucking out the spider webs with the vacuum, but don't kill the spiders. Take them outside, let them live. That's just my opinion. You don't have to do that, sorry. Okay, so mature woman and courtship. So these two together equal 10, and then we have another 10 here. So mature woman I see as the caretaker, the healer, the server. It's usually an older woman, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. It can be physically, mentally, or spiritually. So you could be just well-versed in your religion or in some kind of occultic or mystic art. Or you can just be really, really mature. There's a moon in Cancer energy again. Okay, so let's clarify courtship. And then we have courtship. So this is an offer. Like I was saying, guys, the the moon is in Leo and Venus is trining Neptune. So you might get a lot of, I love you. I love you, marry me. Or, oh my gosh, I'm so in love with you. Or, you know, stuff like that. Look at that. A lot of tempting offers you might be getting. But I do have to warn you, this week we do have Mars squaring the nodes coming up, so there's going to be some groundbreaking actions that are going to be happening too. Funny, huh? Last week we have Venus making harmonious angles to the nodes, and then this week we got Mars warring with the nodes. Okay, so I want to get a final outcome, please. Uh-oh. Oh, that sucker went flying. Okay, I'm going to, I didn't say which way it came out, so I think it came out reversed, but I'm not going to put it on the table and reverse it in front of you when I'm not sure. So if it wants to come out again, can we get a final outcome, please? Oh, look at that. I thought there might have been one that turned over in the deck. I wasn't sure. Can we clarify? Final outcome. We love motorcycles. Okay, so like I was saying, mature woman, natural born leader, protector, caretaker. Then we have Four of Cups. Past unhappiness. Tear. Some of you guys may have heard a song or saw a photo, or maybe somehow you were prompted to think of the past. Something reminded you of somebody else. You may have even told somebody, you remind me of somebody back in high school, or you were thinking it. So there's like more than one incident of blast from the past or looking back to the past. Okay, some things are coming up again in the home, or some things from your early childhood. I mentioned it before, so here's that six, and then here's the resurrection, Four of Cups, Cancer and Cancer. So that Cancer moon, we still have eclipse energy present. That's going to be holding through the end of the year. So yes, some deeply rooted emotional trauma or pain from your young years, and for some of you guys, even in your past life, especially like if you always seemed older than you were, older than your age. Then we have Seven of Cups, Venus in Scorpio, past hurts, or this is usually options, having many options and having many illusions. So a lot of you guys, like I was saying, you could be seeing many ghosts from the past. Now something had to have happened to kick this up. Like I said, a song or something on the radio, or a phrase somebody says, or out and about you hear somebody talking about something, or they say something on the radio, or you're watching TV and you're like, that's a blast from the past. Okay, so you could be, for some of you guys, it's the walls closing in on you if you are still deeply rooted in that trauma. For others, it's a visit to yesteryear, where you get to think way back when you were a kid, when you were a child, how wonderful and beautiful everything was. Personally, I'm going to let you guys know, I got a video this morning, a little snippet of a video, and you know how Facebook likes to post, 1 year ago, 5 years ago, and all that. I guess it was a couple of years ago, somebody in the family came across some home video. So this morning, I get a message, and I look at it, and I just start crying. Because there's my Uncle Earl, and there's my grandma in the video, and that could be what's happening to you. Somebody's getting some tears here as they think fondly back to yesteryear, and it kind of kicks off a couple of memories. These it is yesteryear though, so those days are gone. About days past, about people who have passed that were an integral part of your life when you were younger. Now, I was just speaking to somebody about, all these, there's been several people in my family that have passed on in the last couple of years, and every single one of these people I had a relationship with when I was younger. Now I'm more independent. I kind of don't deal with a lot of people. I mean, and I kind of don't talk to a lot of people. I talk to my best friends, who are my two cousins, the sisters, Shayna, Shandell. Hi. Um, I talk to a couple of my aunties and my grandma, although not as much as I would like to, and not as much as I used to. Way back when, I depended on them for comfort. Okay, so this is kind of like a flashback. It put me back there into those terry cloth dolphin shorts, the baby blue ones with the pink lining. um, Writing in the back or in the front of my mom's blue VW Bug. A lot of memories have come up in the last couple of days, and it put a smile on my face, and it also gave me tears along with that smile. You can hear my voice right now. I'm about to lose my shit. Not really, but it's part of this purging moon. So there's a couple of things, there's more things that you have to deal with. Now for me, it was just looking back with love. I remember then, and I'm hearing that other song. I remember you, for the summer. I remember you. So a lot of you guys could have been celebrating remembrances or anniversaries of death, or you could be preparing for a funeral. But whatever the case, there's preparations going on. And if you're not physically preparing for something, you're mentally and spiritually preparing for some kind of gathering. Okay, some of you guys could be making a memory board. I don't know why they're telling me that, but yeah, with all these 7 illusions, that could be like, 7 pictures. 7 years, over the years from, when you were kids, maybe even from the age of 7. Anyways, let's get back to this. Courtship. Being tempted, being courted. We want you, I want you, I love you. I want to give you. I want to be with you. Okay, then we have 2 of Cups, which is romance. So for a lot of you guys out there, whoever you're hooking up with, you've got a lot of love, because we got Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups here with this tempting offer. So somebody really loves you sincerely, or you could just be kind of in a romantic state of mind and just be offering happiness and love to all, hugging people. I'm seeing the hugs with this. Hey, how are you? Genuinely wanting to know how people are. Hey, how have you been? What have you been up to? And then this is also too, I miss you and I love you. I wish I could tell you how much I miss you and I love you. And then for others, these are actually, it should be pretty romantic at home with your loved ones. Basically, okay, I'm hearing feel the love. So this should be a pretty sweet day when there's a lot of affection offered between friends, family, co-workers, lovers. This is beautiful energy, beautiful energy. Then we have Journey with the Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay, so, oh, look at that. I didn't even see that. Holy cow. The signs. I missed the signs. So some of you guys may be missing the signs. And it could be a startling message. Journey is about arrivals and departures. So somebody could have passed away. It's kind of like, for 4 weddings and a funeral, a birth and a death, that kind of deal, where they're coming, the heaven and hell are coming in one package, to where you're dealing with a traumatic loss and a heavenly gain. You're dealing with the heavenly gain in more ways than one, basically. So some of you guys could be purchasing plane, train, boat tickets on your way. You have to physically take a trip somewhere. This is leaving, your departure. For some of you guys, your trip is over and you're about to go home. Eight of Wands and Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is truth to clarity and communication, and the Eight of Wands is the speed of your manifestations coming in. To me, this is kind of like the movie Final Destination, where, you know, if you watch it, they're talking, and then all of a sudden the shifty eyes, they're looking around, and then the camera goes and they show like the little clues, just very small little signs that if you weren't aware of it, you might not catch onto it fast enough. But it's kind of like a creepy showing, creepy premonition of what's to come. So for some of you guys, you could be getting a premonition, okay? Suddenly, all of a sudden, you see something that's happening. For some of you guys, last week I was getting a huge car pileup. I still feel that it's coming. There's going to be a huge major accident. That could be what this is too. I didn't even notice that, but both these cards, look, they both got rainbows and they both got clouds in them. Yeah, last week, did you guys see that airplane? There's an airplane up there in the clouds, struck by lightning, like lightning, struck by lightning, fire. For some of you guys, you may be finally going on that trip to where you recognize the signs. Some of you guys, you could be tripping, okay? Some of you guys could be doing hallucinatory drugs and finally see the light. Ace of Swords is truth and clarity in communication. It's also recognition. The olive branch. Peace. Finding peace in somebody's death. Some of you guys may not have known how a relative passed. Could have been like suddenly. The lightning bolts are standing out to me. Yeah, either they got struck by lightning or there was some kind of electrical incident, or I'm hearing encephalocardiogram. So ECG, there could have been issues with the heart, a heart attack. Or they could be undergoing surgery, not necessarily dying, but it could have awakened you to the fact that this person could be dying, and maybe you need to go see them and make peace with it, or make peace with them. Or you need to go see them just so you have some peace, knowing that they're going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right now. Everything's gonna be alright. No woman, no cry. No woman. So this could be a female. If it was a celebration of life, it is possible that the celebration of life is for a man that has passed. For some of you guys, it's possible that somebody might be providing you with a travel ticket. Come right away. Your blank is sick. Get here if you can. You can reach me by rail. You can reach me by airplane. I don't care how you get here, just get here if you can. Okay, so somebody has to go. Somebody has to go see somebody. There's something going on with that person. Maybe it's a reunion. Could be a reunion. Or this could be your mother or your grandmother that there's some health issues with. Come see about me. Yep, come see about me. Okay, Princess of Cups. Love from a fresh perspective. This could be I want to go to. Somebody's sick. Could be the daughter saying I want to go to. Or it could be you. If this is mother, grandmother, or father, grandfather, auntie, uncle, whoever. If it's a relative, somebody that you genuinely care about, it seems like it's imperative that you need to get there as fast as you can. Because they're going to be, it feels like they're going to cross the rainbow bridge. The rainbows are really standing out. They could be asking for you. They could be asking for you, or this is somebody asking you to go, or this is you. When you hear that somebody needs you, it takes you back to your childhood. I want to go. I want to go see them. I want to go love them. I want to go help and do whatever I can. Princess of Cups is a communication of love. Okay, it's childlike. You forget all the fear. You forget all the anger. You forget all the dark water between you. It's forgiven. Then we have a final outcome here. God, I just got a tear, guys. Tripping me out today. I hope this is not going to be one of those emotionally crying days. I already cried this morning and this afternoon. I mean, I'm not getting any bad news, but it's kind of, I'm crying for yesteryear. The things that I miss. And I do. I've been wanting to go back for a long time. I just don't have the money to do it. Okay, official person. An Empress. So there's going to be an announcement. Somebody's had a baby, or somebody's having a baby. I see official person as the peace builder. This is, I want to say, somebody that wears a suit or a uniform, an announcer, a representative, an official. It's a disclosure. The Empress is the beautifier. Whatever you give her, she grows. You give her a seed, she makes a baby. You give her a house, she makes a home. You give her your heart, she makes a king, an emperor. So there could be also another official birth announcement. And then off to, off to the left over here. So while you're there visiting because somebody's sick or in the hospital, somebody announces somebody's pregnant, somebody's preggo. Here in Hawaii, some of us, we get sty eye. So if your eyes have been bothering you, if you got a growth in your eye, somebody's pregnant. For some of you guys, it could be a secret, or for some of you guys, you're keeping a pregnancy a secret, not to take away from any of this, whatever this bigger party is that you've prepped for, or that you are prepping for, or we are about to receive. Somebody's praying. I just heard. I just heard the Lord's Prayer. Traditionally, we would say that at family gatherings for before we start the meal, right? Everybody stands around the table and hold hands, and then we have the little kids say we pick one person, usually Uncle Benji, but then we've had like my cousins do it, we've had the little kids do it. So, yeah, God, like I was saying, an announcement of birth, an announcement of death. Whew, I just got the goosebumps. So it's like a dual celebration. There are two things that are being celebrated, or two things that people are prepping for, two things that people are dealing with. At least two. It doesn't mean at least two. I mean, it doesn't mean at least two. It doesn't mean only two. There can be multiple. We actually have the death card. So yeah, announcing a birth, announcing a death. And wands. Wands is a blessing. So this is action time. I did say, wow, okay, so we've got North Node and the South Node, an end to something and a beginning to something else. Okay, I told you guys, right? Venus with the North and the South nodes, making you want to get moving on an idea, on a child, on something you value, on something you love. Okay, and then of course we have the Scorpio card of death, which is physical death and transformation. So yeah, literally a birth and a death. Could be multiples on either side. Could be even a couple. For one person out there, the person who died was pregnant. Or the baby. Something's going on with the baby. I don't want to panic you guys, but lighting a fire under your ass. Let me take a look at a transit that happened yesterday. Venus sextile Saturn, Saturn conjunct with Pluto. This could be like one person who had two people in the family die. Oh, so, okay, so three announcements. One, a star is born, baby's here. Two, somebody died. And three, we're moving out of the house and selling the house. So a lot of you guys could be dealing with your childhood home being sold. King of Swords, Justice, Ten of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. Guys, this is a really sweet reading. There's nothing negative in here. It's just like you're cleaning up your life. You're cleaning up your life. You're preparing for others. Preparing for a time of union when you get together. King of Swords is decisive action. This is the 11 card, the card of justice. That's Libra. Okay. Contracts, promises, agreements, diplomacy. Deciding to be civil. Deciding to be civil to everyone. So there may be some family ruckus where there's some people that don't get along, and everybody's getting along for the sake of this, whatever this preparation is, for the sake of this. Could I want to say marriage. So for some of you guys, this is a wedding party, okay? Because King of Swords can be taking decisive action on an agreement, on a contract, and then Ten of Pentacles, not only is it being supported by everyone around you, it's nurturing protection, people are helping, it's you are overwhelmed, not necessarily overwhelmed, but you've got a lot to do, okay? You got like 30 different things you got to get done, and you've done, you know, number 1, number 7, number 11, and number 13. Let's just roll with the good numbers, right? So you've gotten those things checked off of your list, but the list is so much more. But don't worry, you've got somebody here, the Queen of Cups, who's more than happy to help you fulfill whatever it is that you need to do or need to get. You've got to help her. This is probably your mother, Queen of Cups, mom helping you. There might be something wrong with mom too, but it's not clear yet. Testing. Somebody's mom is getting some tests done. I want to say this is really general, but yeah, somebody's getting married, somebody's pregnant, somebody's moving, and somebody's passed. So this is it. I want to say multiple collaborations. Multiple collaborations. Let's see. The moon is in Leo today, so it's playful. It's playful. Oh, okay. So somebody could announce it. Hello, hello, everybody. Listen up. Look at me. I've got an announcement. Congratulations. So-and-so is pregnant. I'm moving. So-and-so has passed away officially, or it's because I can't live in this house anymore. It reminds me too much of so-and-so. Could be somebody's getting married or somebody's getting remarried and they're having bridal preparation. So this can be sister, best friend, auntie, grandma, mom, helping with the planning and the errands for that. In order to get peace, I have to move out of here. Everything reminds me of them. Everything reminds me of him. Like I was saying earlier, you know, seeing ghosts, seeing things that remind you of others. The idea of the person is still praying, is still weighing on you, even though they're not here anymore. So it's time to start fresh, to release that person through death, to purge them, to release them so they can fly free. Because the more you hold on to them, the more you want to hold on to them, even though they're physically gone, that keeps them here as a ghost. You need to release them and let them go into the light, and you need to find yours. I'm going to tie this up. I know it's only 38 minutes, 39. What's going on? Okay, so. Aw, beloved one, Archangel Chamuel, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Now, I want to read a little bit further with that one. And yes, I have more cards. But you have time, don't you? If you don't, well, press pause and watch it later. Don't know what to tell you. I could only find it. There it is. Love is in and around you right now. You don't need to search for it. Rather, by holding loving thoughts and conducting loving actions, you attract and manifest love in all aspects of your life. Call upon me to guide your thoughts and actions to bring romance into your life. Converse with me regularly about your love life. I can help you fall in love with your life and heal and manifest wonderful relationships. So this kind of feels like there's a healing. Not only this person that's passed, but people are willing to put their differences aside and love each other and love one another for the sake of this person. Okay? Remember who you are, Archangel Michael. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. And yes, they did tell me I need to read the whole thing, so I am. I don't always do this, but when I do, sorry. You made the image and likeness of your Creator, so you embody aspects of all those qualities. Your inner divine light is pure and bright and true, and no mistakes can undo God's handiwork of true perfection. Don't be afraid of your power, your magnificence, or your wisdom. When you succeed, you inspire others. When you change your life so that it's more aligned with your interests, you inspire them. Be powerful. Be magnificent. This is who you are. So there can be, lots of love and romance when you guys get together and meet again. It feels like I want to say it's unclear how long it's been since you've been home. You may not remember how long it's been since the last time you've been home, but and this is also, it sucks that we only gather in times of tragedy, okay? And then the thing is, there's that bright spot, that child, the announcement of the wedding or that baby, or this is the same person, so, Libra and the Venus part. Venus rules Libra. So somebody could have just had a baby and they're getting married too. Not necessarily that catching up on the latest news with your family. Creative writing, Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. Now, Libra is a time of writing, okay? Now, this writing is extended to, blogs, vlogs, videos, whatever it is you do to express your creations. Because I think I told you in the beginning, when you think it's building up of energy, so you need to release it somehow. They're telling you, write it down. And actually, I've actually begun to write something down too. I've been compiling something. So you may be compiling, it's kind of like a journal. Okay, so this card would also be true for me too. My goodness, that's loud. Okay, so I'm going to yell over the truck until the truck turns off. Your soul longs for creative expression through writing. I can help you schedule the activity. Honor any inner nudges that guide you to write. The writing may be for your own enjoyment, or it may be a cathartic experience of self-expression in a private journal. As you work with your connection to the written word, you may receive divine guidance to write articles or books for publication. Call upon me at any time to guide you through this process. Now, I want to tell you guys, share your story. Share, and this already shows shared stories, Of course, you guys are going to be talking about, remember when they did this? Remember when this person did this? Remember when we used to do this? And here I am, I'm telling you this, and I'm going through all these memories in my mind, yeah? Of things like climbing up on Grandpa's tool shed and looking in the giant chest, seeing all the giant white cockroaches, picking mangoes, climbing back down, because we used Grandpa's boat to climb on top of his tool shed, right? And then things like, do you remember the time when we climbed up on the top of Grandma's house and we took her lemon mouille? We found gold that day. Look, my mouth is watering talking about it. We found 5 jars of salty lemon, and we actually opened one and started eating it. Grandma got mad at first, but 44. But then she told us, all right, go back up there and get it. You open it already. And we asked her how long it'd been up there. It'd been up there for 5 years, so it was actually ready. But the fact that we broke into it first, Grandma's lucky she got any left out of that jar. Just saying, you know, do you, and I've been seeing and hearing Michael Jackson. Remember that song, Do You Remember the Time? And he's talking about ancient Egyptians, yeah. There's like, the memory that I have is like he's, you know, singing, doing all the Egyptian stuff, and there's a chick next to him in the Egyptian headdress and traditional clothing and gold, and he was referring to the times when we came into human form, you know, the times of the pyramids. And for you, it's yesterday. Love was such an easy game to play. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Suddenly. I believe in yesterday. Alright guys, there's my title for today's reading. I love you. I'll see you guys later. Take care.